Good day, nerdlings. My name is Cowgirls, and thanks to my adult life, I only have 7 hours a week to play Minecraft. I bought the game in 2011 and stopped playing in 2019. I only followed it loosely on social media and YouTube. A few weeks ago, I wanted to start again, but I didn't want it to become a 2-week Minecraft phase. So this project on YouTube started. I have a few rules, and while let's call them more like guidelines for this series, and while me in the past sets up the game and survives day one, let's go over them. So first, I play 7 hours of slow survival each week, on average one a day. If I have some overtime in playing, I will count it for the next week. Undertime will just happen. 7 hours are our goal, not our duty. And if I'm going into a creative world or something else, I will count it towards the 7 hours. I will play mostly vanilla with some quality of life vanilla tweaks. It's called modded in the beginning because of the replay mod and fabric, but I'm not planning to do something fancy or bigger. So for building, we won't use Axiom, building mods and stuff. We will just try and error it in this world or maybe in a creative world. I don't want to be like a 3D printer for like whole mountain ranges and stuff. That's not my style of play, but I enjoy seeing other people do it. They're crazy. They're awesome. The third guideline will be quests. From the beginning, I will announce some quests for the session. And if we are having a side quest, yeah, you will see. I get distracted a lot. If I have a time lapse with enough time, I will tell you some self-written, no AI lore from this world. I write stories, DM D&D campaigns, and I draw comics, so there's very much creativity in my head. And I will get it out for this Minecraft world too. Fifth, we won't play on hardcore, no 100 days challenges. We will not talk about a forever world. We'll see how this all works out. I will use some AFK farming, but no OP farms. There will be small farms of everything I can imagine, but most of the time, if I have a bigger project, I will need to go out in the world and gather all the resources myself, or like half and half. I hope it will be like this. So we have fun playing the game, but we are not doing just resource gathering. And the last guideline, the seventh, is the grandpa. Because I played from 11 to 19 and missed like 6-7 years, I have no idea what's going on. So when you hear this voice and when the screen goes gray, black and white like in the past, there will be stories from the ancient times, from before. Yeah, that would be the thing. Now, I think that's everything for the beginning. I hope I survived day one. And yeah, we see you in the game. Hey, what's up with this horse? It's a spider horse. Oh my gosh. Can it go up? Will it go up? Will it be safe? Yes, just a little bit more horsey. You can do it. Oh no, he's struggling. Oh no. Oh no. But it's not giving up. I have to give it that. It is not giving up. It's a very brave horse. Oh yes. Yes, it's stuck. Yeah. Can we get it out? Oh, it started spinning. Yeah, that's a good trick. That's a good trick. Yes, spinning is the best trick. I learned that. Awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, after that, we just decimated the local wildlife a little bit more, chopping trees and trees and trees and trees, and we'll need a lot of wood for the plants in the future. But yeah, I have no other audio for you except this voiceover from the future because I don't know, OBS crashed and there was like no Minecraft audio. Well, that was a first. Okay. This time we will go caving. That's my first time caving in the new world. I'm a little bit scared, but let's be honest, we can do it. I'm very positive that we just dig a little, balcony, or I think catwalk is the right term for it. And I hope there are no skeletons down here. I've just sought in 10 apples, but 10 apples a day will keep skeletons and undeads away. So I know there's some copper down there, and I hope more. So yeah, let's get down. Let's get brave, and hopefully we'll get a good haul. And we are so close. The boots are the last piece that's missing, and it's time for the Copper Age. Look at me. Am I not beautiful? I'm so shiny. Could also be good, but I'm so shiny. Awesome. Yeah, copper wasn't in the game the last time. Don't wake Grandpa, but I have no idea how good it is actually. And we have to upgrade to iron, but I don't really know where to mine and where all the stuff is. Now let's get the rest of the copper out of the furnaces and upgrade our gear too. And then we can go for it. Yes! So I'm really not a fan of killing animals at the spawn. But there are so many of them, and I think they will respawn in the spawn chunks. And I really need a bed to get over the first night. I'm so sorry, sheepies. And we got more copper. Let's be real, there's nothing like the first night at home. Even my home is a cave. Got a bed.
Back in my days, we only had furnaces and crafting tables and not these fancy workstations of the villagers. They were like not a thing. Maybe they were introduced like a little bit, but I never used them. But when I see how fast the smoker is, I have to be honest. I'm jealous of the kids. I am jealous. It is awesome. Now there are blast furnaces and I think other stuff too. I need to get into it. It's like, I'm feeling young again.
Now that Grandpa is happy, we are out and about getting a cow herd, because the person who lived here, I have it in my guts, they will be a cow farmer with a secret down below. I know it. So I wanted to go caving, but my girlfriend asked me to save the spider horse, the spinning one, but I couldn't find it. I guess it fell and it died. But on my way to go caving and get more ores, I found a second spider horse, and of course I tried to rescue it ASAP. It was not so easy. The horse did what it wanted. I didn't have any leads to guide it, but in the end I built a staircase and it's now on the top side. But we open another side quest. I will need a saddle, a name tag, and an anvil to tame it and make it part of our family and our best friend. Yay! So there will be a lot of caving going forward to get the iron for the anvil. Well, let's do it, I guess.
Back in my days, yes, I'm awake. Back in my days, you had to go to the mine shafts, the boring ones, and find some name tags, or the dungeon rooms, yes. Oh, I was there when the first dungeon was introduced. They were like, just rooms. There was nothing in them. Nothing, I tell you. But they became, like, a little bit better, I guess. And what? Crafting them? 1 nugget and 1 paper. I can do this. I can do this. Cowgirls, hold my elderberry tea, or what old people drink. I don't know. Just hold it. I will do it.
Well, and after I read up on all the things, we're getting topside, and we just sat on the horse like 2 times, and we have a new best friend forever. That was easy. Now let's get some paper, get some leather, and get crafting. And that's the point where a copper anvil would be very, very nice. But who am I to complain? I'm just poor without iron. I need to go into the mines again. Yeah, the horse side quest is a big one.
What is this? Are we under attack? What is this? Cowgirls, please, come again. There's broke another thingy. I think the zombie pigmen are coming. Be careful around you, son. Be careful.
Well, after 5 cows slaughtered, we finally had enough leather for a saddle. Now the only thing that's still missing is our name tag and an anvil. For the anvil, I sadly couldn't use the copper. Like I said, there should be a copper anvil, guys. It's so easy to get, but yes, I know iron is also easy to get. I will just have to go to the cave and do a lot of resource gathering. But that's not all. While we were down there, we actually came across something Grandpa talked about, and that was a dungeon. You see, there was this waterfall down in the cave, then one zombie after another washed down. And when I looked up, I was like, is there a dungeon or what? And yes, there was actually a dungeon. In this dungeon, we found 2 caves. And after we disabled the spawner, we looked in the, not caves, chests. And we looked in the chests. And in the chest, there was sadly no name tag like Grandpa told us. But that was no problem. We will use this maybe as an XP farm later, I guess. And there I was in the cave fighting 2 creepers, lighting up the rest of the area so I would be safe. But there was one more creeper and he got the drop on me. I died, first death in the series, but I came back. The run back was not so far. And I got all my stuff, I equipped it, and when I debated with myself, should I stay or should I go now, there were still some ores left. I decided to get the last ores. My inventory was nearly full, but yeah, I wanted them. So I ran around, I spread my torches, and I saw one creeper behind a wall, or I saw his feet, and I was like, wow, he can't get me, and then, boom, again, it was over. But even after 2 deaths, we finally did it. We got our anvil, we got our name tag, we got our saddle, we renamed the name tag. And the new name of our horsey, of our forever friend, will be Spider Horsey. Yes, I know I named the first one Spider Horsey, but there will be a memorial to Spinner because he knew spinning, and that's a good trick. And please ignore the skeleton that just now is ruining this bonding moment. It just ruined everything. I will get it now. But mission accomplished. Okay, now that we saved the Spider Horsey, I think we should go back to our main quest. That was get a stable food source and build a shelter. Oh, we have visitors. An illager patrol. No, I will not take them on. I'm just in the copper age. We have all the time in the world. We will get a lot of them later. But for now, let's chop some wood, terraform the terrain, and don't get distracted. Lyrien, the cowgirl.
You've been enough. It is time to clean and wax yourself. That is the way of the copper, not your wood carving and nonsense.
Her father shouted, the spear in his hand trembling. Lyrien didn't grab it. She only did one of her trials while her brother Corian only had one missing. She hated it, would never do that again. They spawned the creatures, called them monsters, only to have fun in battle. Whom it was all they know, but she knew more. A wax from behind stepped forward, whispering something to her father, and Corian, who stood next. Her father's right eye trembled. He massaged it with his left thumb to no avail. Corian nodded. Then he took the spear. It's enough, father. She will not go. All the stubbornness we are known for, hers is against our tradition. But if she's anything like you, she will not budge. If you're not a tree, she will not care. He looked to the waxed, obviously unnerved by their words, staying silent. The waxed nodded and left. She didn't move. Corian pushed her father past her, giving her a smile that said, we got this. Lyrien went home and packed her bag, just in case. Her mom was not there. 8 days later, Corian had his last trial. All other Copplics gathered to touch his armor so it would be clean. be clean means to be strong, pure, blessed with strength. Being stained and weathered was the opposite, as the green beards and rusty joints of the weathered reminded them. 2 golems opened the chamber, a third handing him the spear. It was not his. Lyrien was not there to recognize the weapon. She would have said something, but she waited at home, her bag packed. Her mom was not there. As night fell, Lyrien recognized the spear as hers. The waxed who whispered before brought it to her home, brought it without Corian. No words were spoken. The bloody spear was enough. Was too much. Corian took his and her trials at once to clean her name. He fell. She broke. Rain and thunder of a storm masked her tears and cries as she simply walked away. Her mother was not there. Lyrien came to her senses when she fell into the ocean. Gasping for air, she pulled up on a near beach. The spear she didn't notice she had until she dropped it was gone. She ran to the cliff, saw a last shimmer of it in the depths. The waterlogged ravine ate it like a giant ate a stick. Again, she teared up. This time, it was ocean water that masked her tears, and crushing waves that didn't let her screams be heard. When her tears ran dry, she turned. How could she have missed that giant tree on her way here? It was enormous, reaching higher up than any other tree around. As she stepped closer, she saw that it came from a hole in the ground, a deep hole, 30 or 40 steps, she guessed. Somewhere it shouldn't be, but it conquered. But the tree was headless. Smoldering charcoal reminded of a once majestic crown. Some horses and cows grazed around the hole in the sun. It was no conscious decision, but one she would not come to regret. Hello, sister. The storm brought you only pain too. You lost something precious and dear to you, and your pride, something you thought would be with you forever. I know how you feel. It won't bring back Corian, that idiot. Her lips started shaking and she let it be. That gigantic idiot. If I may, let us here together. I lost something important over there, and until I can dive that deep, I think we will be good friends, only you and me. And she licked her lips. The horses. The tree cracked. A little shocked. But I haven't eaten in days. Outraged, loud cracking. Well, then what about the cows? The tree remained silent. Thank you, the new cowgirl said, dropped her bag and started to make herself home. Maybe her mother and Corian would visit her here. And after we heard about Lyrien, and some chunks were unloaded, we were out and about founding a trial chamber. Never been there, but archaeology is on my list. And actually a pale oak forest and some pumpkins. Nice. And of course we died during the time lapse. So yeah, let's make it free.
Grandpa says, never dig straight down. It's the law since ancient times.
And that's about it for today, nerdlings. We died 3 times, but we're back in the game. We found a lot of new stuff. We heard the story about Lyrien, found her house, and are on the best way to find her cow ranch as well, I guess. So that was 7 hours, and I hope I will see you next week when it's time for another 7-hour survivals with Cowgirls. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment what main quest we should have next, or what side quest. And thank you for watching. Good day.